Hey there everyone! That didn't take very long, did it? Welcome back to the channel. We have another video, as I talked about last night, in the random 8-bit FEH channel, which, by the way, that's not a prank. All that stuff is coming to the game. They didn't just tease us with all these accessories and stuff and then just be like, April Fools. That's not what that was. I don't know if they maybe integrated it with April Fools, but I feel like it would be a lot of effort to immediately talk about the 30th anniversary of Fire Emblem and then do a whole 8-bit 30th anniversary theme and then just say prank. I feel like that would be weird. So for those in the comments of the last night's reaction-y video, it's not a prank. We are getting those things that they talked about. So I'm not sure 100% where the disconnect was, but if you want to enlighten me, comments exist and you could share one. Anyway, if you didn't know, this is the Hero Tracker video where every month I keep track of when the heroes are coming and going and how useful that is to you. You be the judge, because this will allow you to decide if you want to pull or if you want to wait. And spoilers, Bramimond is not coming back for a very long time. So my immediate advice is if you're interested in Bramimond, then I would not wait. I would pull. See, he's down there in August. It's currently March, soon to be April. So it's a ways, which we'll talk about later on. So let's go ahead and start with April at the very beginning, which is, of course, as always, a very good place to start. So Ryoma and Freed and Marth make up the total package of red, which I guess isn't really a bad pool to pull on, especially if you're looking for like distant counter from Freed, or if you have 2+8 heroes that are featured there, that being Ryoma and Marth, and you're like, well, why don't we just cap them off at 10 and call it a day? That could also be a reason why you'd want to pull on red. Naga comes in blue, and then Legendary Silica makes a reappearance for green, followed by air with colorless. So not as stacked a month as we literally just had. I know a lot of people were like, what did they do with Brave Ellawood? Why isn't he on this banner? He was never going to be on the current banner because it was full of mythical and legendary blues. So he'll probably be in this. If you're super concerned about Brave Ellawood, he is likely to be in the April banner, I assume. IS does some weird things sometimes, and he might show up in like June or something. I don't know. But more than likely, he'll pop up in April. And then, you know, green and colorless is always just kind of very hit or miss. April is, of course, going to be a legendary month. We just had our Mythic, so who knows who that's going to be. Not anybody with a sword, that's for sure. That's not going to happen. Because they can't fit them in because everybody's red. Which, by the way, there were no adjustment notes this time. The last several monthly banners that we've had, the summoning notes have talked about having some kind of adjustment or some kind of, you know, tweak as to who was coming back when. That didn't happen this time, so everything is pretty stationary for the most part. Moving on to May. May is pretty full, I think, for the most part. So we've got Ellawood and Leaf coming back in May for red. So there is a red hero on the pike to be there at some point. Blue, we've got Lucina and Ephraim and Julia. So nobody's popping in for blue. That's it. That's your lock team of blue heroes there, which I think this is one of the newer returns of Julia. I think she's shown up once before, so I think this is maybe her second reappearance that we've got here. Hector in green. We all know Hector. Nothing surprising there. And then Leaf and Alm for colorless. So, yay, exciting. Nothing too crazy. I mean, it's there are more heroes here. Obviously, blue is on lock, and we have an extra red. So, I mean, I don't know. A lot could happen come May. You know, the world's in a bit of a crazy state right now. So, let's not get too excited. But colorless obviously looks very good for May already. I don't see an immediate another colorless mythic, but it could happen. I guess it's always possible. I don't know what they're gonna do, because when they released colored bows, those are still pretty. They rolled those out pretty slowly. I think. I don't think they hit us with those as quickly. Plus, you had 4 colors to work with. This is literally just a colorless tome, so I'm not entirely sure that we're just going to get hit back to back to back with new colorless tomes. So for what that's worth, could be, might not be, but May is going to be a mythic month. June is a curious fellow, isn't it? We have Sothis in red, and that's it. That's very weird. Mainly because nobody from the previous months are likely to show up in June again. And if most of this banner, some of this banner will look familiar. Peony and Robin are coming back from this month into June. But Sothis is the only red that we have, which is very, very strange. So I would be on the lookout for a red legendary in June, because it just seems too coincidental that there's not more reds present, given the number of reds that are in the game, and I am suspicious. That is my initial feedback on that. Azura we've got in blue, along with legendary Crumb, who is making his first reappearance, because that was a stretch. And then Peony. So blue, once again, 2 months in a row, is locked. No blue heroes making an appearance, or no new blue heroes, rather, making an appearance in May or June at all. Not possible. And then Yoon is back for green, along with Lin. And then colorless, we've got the Dragon Friends, Duma and Robin. They will be making a reappearance as well. So, kind of a full month. I am curious, as I said, as to the one red, but full blue, 2 greens and 2 colorless. A world we're living in the month June, where we have 1 red representative but 2 colorless already on lock. Suspicious. I'm telling you, it's probably going to be a red hero. I believe, is that a mythic? Is that a mythical month? Nope, that's a legendary month. Yeah, so it's likely to be, for sure, a red legendary. It's somebody with a sword is showing up in June. Mark my words. Cellophans, where you at? Rise up, because that could be your time. Who knows? July is should look pretty familiar, I think, for the most part. Ike has just been hanging out by himself for the last 3 months. Okay, they keep bumping him back, but he is here, and he is joined by Altina and Roy, who are all in red, which is exciting, I guess. That is going to be a decent month to pull on, I think, because Altina exists. She is there. The only way we're going to get any higher in certain game modes is through mythical merges at this point. So anytime you get an Astra merge, that's a pretty solid get, I think. And then of course for blue, Fjorm and Tiki are back again. It's mostly just this month plopped into July. And then Thrasir for green. No colorless rep yet, but I would assume we would maybe see Air make a reappearance in July, maybe. Could be too soon, maybe not. But this is kind of the time frame where we start to see some of those units from the active month show up that 3-ish month period later. And then August, nothing has really changed. You know, Erica and Gunther are there, but there's Bramimond all the way in August. It is March 31st. So we're going from March all the way to August. That is, without a doubt, the biggest jump we have had from a new mythical legendary being revealed in a banner to their return. So the spread is upon us, and that is very evident in this 5-month jump. There's never been one that long before, so if you want Bramimond, this is pretty much your opportunity to get Bramimond. August is, I will remind, the month after 2 months straight of summer banners, as well as Choose Your Legends. That usually happens in August as well. So August is going to be a tight month, and they put Bramimond there. Not only do we very seldom have a lot of good colorless options for these Mythic and Legendary banners, they're taking probably one of the best ones and then plopping them like 5 months out. Like, that is crazy to me. I made a slight kind of assumption back when I was talking about who you should pick for the voting gauntlet for the anniversary, and I said, you know, we're probably going to get to a point where these mythics and legendaries, they only show up like 2 to 3 times a year, which they're kind of on a 3-time-a-year span now. But this, like I said, this jump with Bramimond, the spread from 5 months out, this is likely he's likely to show up twice this year. Just a guess. He might show up like late December, but even then, that would only be like a 3 or 4 month jump. So, if you want Bramimond, I would try to get Bramimond now, because colorless is not bad to pull on tentatively, minus Robin, unless you don't have Robin and you want Robin, in which case maybe Robin is the one thing you don't want out of the colorless pool. But Brave Camilla is pretty solid, so she and Bramimond make the colorless pool pretty strong. But that's it. That's what we have. That's your hero tracker for April? March? I don't know how I label these. Either way, let me know in the comments who you are most excited for and when they are coming back. If you're excited at all. Maybe you're not excited. I don't know. State of the world is pretty bleh right now, so I get it. I'm on your side. Either way, that's going to be when these heroes are coming back. When we will, of course, do a summon video that will go live tomorrow. I'm probably recording it today. And we'll see how lucky we can get. I am definitely going for Bramimond because, as I said, August is a very long ways away. So we'll see how we do. And then, of course, videos coming next week. So if you want to subscribe and come back to the channel, I would recommend that you do that. It would help out me a lot, and you would get notified, I assume, especially if you ring a bell that is somewhere on the page, and then set it to all, I guess, because that's also a different thing, because of course it is. But that's it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment about something, and that is it. Stay safe, wash your hands, be good to each other. That's good advice too. Thanks again, and I will catch you next time.